Hey, what's up you guys? It's Bjorn from Jurassic Park Triops again, and we are currently at the third week of the Triops. I just wanted to do a little update video for you guys. Just wanted to show out how well the Triops actually have been growing the last 3 weeks. And I'm actually getting some incredible sizes on the Triops as well now. And I actually have a suspicion that it has to do something with the diet that I'm currently feeding to them. I changed up the diet of my Triops. I was using all kinds of different foods, basically foods that were made for fish, but I started to switch to foods that were actually designed to boost the growth of your shrimp. As some of you guys know, I'm a shrimp keeper as well. I've been keeping Neocaridina shrimp, Caridina shrimp, and some Caridina babalti shrimp now. And the thing is, I was actually buying premium food for the shrimp just to adjust their health a little bit, boosting their health and immune system a bit. And I thought that it actually might be some stuff that would be beneficial for the Triops as well. And well, I've been feeding them the foods, and I can definitely see some differences in growth as well. So that was really interesting to find out. And obviously I will show you the foods that I've been using so you guys can try this as well at home. I must say that the video is not sponsored. It's just my personal preparation to use these foods for the benefits of my Triops. So it's not sponsored. I don't get these products for free. I buy them just like you guys. And well, we will take a look at the food very soon first. But first I would like to take a look at this Triops over here, because she's currently digging a hole. And you could tell that she's actually trying to lay some eggs currently. And I was kind of wondering if we can see when she's going to drop the eggs. It's always some fun footage to watch. Well, I think this one is actually going to be a little bit more busy for a bit. I think she's just going to dig on for like, let's say 5 to 10 minutes, and then she's going to release the eggs. So we'll just have a wait until this Triops will be actually dropping the eggs. The others are digging around in the corners near these objects. They actually dug a little tunnel as well. This is a rock that I placed in there, but the Triops basically made their own little cave where they can lay their eggs in. As you can see, there is one Triops inside that cave right now. So yeah, they actually have been very active with digging as well. And there's also something I wanted to tell you guys. If you're gonna put some hardscape like I have in this tank, just like spiderwood, rocks, moss balls, anything else, make sure that you place it carefully, because Triops will dig beneath it, and these objects will start to sink down in the substrate as well. Actually might be hitting your glass bottom as well. So always make sure that you're adding enough substrate to your tank if you're going to add rocks as well, because Triops definitely like to dig as well. This one is just popping out of his cave, taking a look outside, I guess. Hello, little buddy. Did you enjoy your little time in your cave? Really funny creatures as usual. And I wanted to say that I started off with 9 Triops, and there are still 9 Triops in this tank. You can see 2 in the back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 9 Triops is actually in the back somewhere over there behind the moss balls and the wood. But the fun thing is, I started off with 9 Triops, and after 3 weeks I still had 9 Triops. So there is actually no decrease in the amount of Triops living in this tank. That's something new as well. With other species I always get some form of cannibalism, but with these guys it's really a lot less. We can see 3, 4 of them in the back now. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now we saw all of them. Maybe we can get them into one shot as well. 9 Triops still alive at 3 weeks. So that's a good score. Usually I will lose 1 or 2 Triops in the first weeks. That's possible because they are kind of still adjusting to their environment. And if the environment is too small, some Triops will actually decide to cannibalize some friends to make some room for themselves as well. It's possible, it happens. It's something that's connected with their natural behavior as well. Basically, and if they are living in their temporary ponds in nature, that pond will actually start to dry out a bit. So the room and space they actually have will decrease over time. That's something we can tackle with aquariums, because we can always give them like the full amount of space and water as well. So that's basically why I was wondering if we can actually increase the lifespan of these guys by adding, by providing the right types of water, by providing the right amounts of protein foods and all kind of other foods that will be beneficial for the triops. But it definitely looks like it's working. So I'm just gonna get some of these bottles that I've been buying. The brand of the food is Dietary. It's a German company that's selling these foods in Europe, but also in America, if I'm right. First off, I will start off with this food. It's the Crustagram Baby. It's basically a powdered baby food that I'm feeding the triops the first several weeks, like week 1 for mostly. It's a powdered food. It's definitely a good quality type of food, and this is basically made to increase the survival of your baby shrimp. And I thought it might be beneficial for basically, like it says, rearing feed for shrimps and crabs. So it's basically food that's adjusted so it can support baby life of crustaceans. And I thought it would be beneficial for triops. And it turns out it actually is. We got Shrimp King, also Dietary. It's Shrimp King was the original brand, but it got covered by Dietary. It's like a Shrimp King is from Dietary right now. This is a mineral type of food, mineral food sticks for shrimps. Basically, this will add extra calcium, magnesium, and iodine or something to the to your animals, and basically this will help with molting. As you guys know, triops molt quite regularly, and they need definitely a bunch of minerals to do so. So to basically supplement their need for minerals, I'm going to feed them this mineral food. I was basically interested if I could give these guys a little bit more of an orange color by adding carotenoids or something. Not completely sure what it's called, but it's basically the pigment stuff that's in carrots, and this food has it as well. It's a color food. It's basically, let me see if I can zoom in, color food granules for shrimps, and basically this gives your shrimps a better color. So I was wondering if this would work out with triops as well. Obviously this triops is an albino species, so their pigments are definitely different than other triops species, but I was just wondering, could I add some food coloring to them, and if they would turn orange by that. I haven't seen much color differences when using this type of food, so this is basically not completely sure if it's working, but we'll keep feeding them to them. Next bottle is the Shrimp King Complete. Basically this is a complete food, the basic food for shrimps, and I'm feeding that to the triops on a regular basis. And basically to give them some proteins, some extra proteins, I'm giving them these Sera ONIP Nature tabs. And basically it has, let me see, mosquito larvae, krill, and tubifex. So basically that's a great source of protein for your triops. I'm using this not for that long time, but it definitely works well. And the fun things with these tablets is you can stick them to the glass. It's fun. I'm not going to show that right now because I actually already fed them this morning, and I fed them with, let's see, this is basically my most basic food, is the wafer mix from Tetra, and it has shrimps and algae in it. It's basically made for little crabbies and for plecos, some clown bosia fish, I think. And it's definitely a fine basic food source. So this is basically their basic food. This is what they get on a daily basis. If I want to add something extra, I usually use these tiny bottles to feed them something extra. There are other types of foods as well, but that's basically shrimp food. Sometimes I will use some of this stuff as well, basically as little snacks to them. But yeah, that's basically it what I wanted to talk about today, guys. It's just a little update showing you guys that the triops are doing extremely well right now. They have been growing to incredible sizes in just 3 weeks. It's incredible, basically. This one is, let's see if we can get something like a measure. This is my finger or my hand, and you can see that they are actually pretty big already, which is pretty interesting. Because they were definitely a lot smaller when I wasn't feeding all that stuff to them. So I'm really wondering if the food has actually does have some effect on them. But we're going to try this with other tribe species, and we're going to try to find out if there is something between these foods and the amount of growth your tribes will actually show in the current state that they are in now. I must say as well that I started these guys off on RO, reverse osmosis water, as well when I set up the hatchery. So that was something new inside my method as well. Basically, because I was doing different things, I can't point out if it was due to the water type or due to the foods, but we will do some extra research in the future to find out if these foods are actually completely beneficial for the tribes. But I'm getting interesting results, so I would say it actually is working. But that's something for next time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update video, enjoyed watching the little tribes. Well, they are not little anymore, but you know what I mean. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like. If you got some questions or you got some additional comments on tribes diets, feel free to add your information in the comments below. And if you want to get updated more about keeping these triops, I would suggest to subscribe to the Jurassic Park Triops YouTube channel. I hope to see you guys next time. Have a nice day.